Dirty for Good is a moderately priced, female-focused dual sport training program. It creates a total win-win, not only for the riders, but all of its charitable objectives. The riders gain off-road riding skills initially in a closed-range setting. Then they hone those skills under instructors' guidance out on trails on a variety of terrains. But there's more. The program also teaches good land stewardship practices, responsible trail etiquette, and motorcycle maintenance. The funds raised go to supporting female veterans, to provide assistance to train females to become off-road riding instructors, and, with an eye on the future, monetary aid for kids to take dirt bike school.
Had such an amazing time. Awesome learning and practice. I'm Patty from North Central Maine. I have a love for getting to the less traveled places. Never had any dirt bike training. Sue and Jen and the instructors, they were tremendous with their guidance. I had prepared to ride my 350, which broke just days before this adventure. With no time to order parts, I had to show up on my DR650, my Suzuki. I had been riding skills training on it, which wore out my tires, so I was not sure if they'd let me play or send me on my way. But Sue was my champion. When the bike shops opened in the morning, she called them until a tire was located, and another shop was willing to mount it. I was able to have just such a great time. There was always someone there if I dumped the bike to help me pick it up, and the camaraderie was awesome.
I've been a road rider for more than 30 years. I always wanted to ride in the dirt, but I've never been able to make it happen. And I've always been maybe a lot nervous in those cases. A couple of summers ago, I went to a state park in Kansas when I was on my way to Colorado. And the roads in the park, they must have had at least 4 inches of soft dirt on top. And I managed to stay up for the mile or two I was on there, but the whole time I felt like I was about to go down. The back end of the bike it was just all over the place. And the thing that kept going through my head was, I guess now I'm going to find out how heavy this bike really is. Now, after doing Dirty for Good, I have a lot more confidence in those situations. So even if I never ride in the dirt on purpose, I can keep my cool on gravel and dirt roads when I run into them.
Man, riding in the dirt is so much fun and so different than riding on the road. You actually live the elements of, what we have. And it's you against dirt, water, rock. It's not just flat out road. Riding in the dirt has always been my favorite all-time type of riding, and just getting your mind into full concentration mode.
I've been riding for 20 years, with more than half in the dirt. Each year I've continued my own training, learning new skills while strengthening those I already have, and have participated in 3 WMF dual sport adventure riding experiences. Becoming an off-road motorcycle riding instructor for WMF's Dirty for Good programs, I'll be able to combine my interests in motorcycling and instructing. I'll enjoy passing on what I've learned to new riders and help spread the passion and fun for riding in the dirt.
Someone who has been in the military for over 30 years to support Final Salute for homeless women veterans is just something that we as a community need to support. It's just so sad to see these women that have served their country, and when they get out, there's no hope, there's no nothing, and we need to do whatever we can to help these women. And Final Salute is the answer.
Rooting for Good's mission is very much in line with what SheADV is all about, so it made it easy to commit and get involved. SheADV supports all of their efforts, especially Train the Female Off-Road Trainer. There is great value to having more female instructors, as many female riders appreciate learning from a female instructor. We hear it all the time. Witnessing the sense of pride and progress women gain in a sport that we love encourages SheADV's ongoing efforts. Women simply listen, understand, and participate better when taught by other women, and we encourage them to keep training and learning. The days of Tupperware parties and lunch socials are over. We'll meet you in the backcountry instead.
If the OEMs and the aftermarket motorcycle businesses are paying attention, they'll recognize a new trend: a growing number of female-oriented off-road riding organizations. This bodes well for the sustainability of motorcycling down roads and the trails. Dirt riding is a family sport. Kids who start riding in the dirt with their families are far more likely to grow up to ride motorcycles as adults. And the beat goes on, and the beat goes on.
There's always one in the crowd.